Omeo the Don, Omeo Football, back at it again with another match review, baby. Match review. Big dubs, baby. Robert Lewandowski. What a phenomenal performance today by FC Barcelona. What a goal. What a header by Robert Lewandowski. Golski, bro. Let me get his name right because that was phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite goal from today, man. My favorite goal from today. Listen, Oviedo versus Barca. It wrapped up earlier, you know what I mean? Barca got that W 3-1, as you can see, and it was a phenomenal match. It wasn't one of those, I told the chat, I told the stream on the watch along, it wasn't one of those blowouts, you feel me? It wasn't one of those like 5-4 goals in the first half, kind of boring. No. We had to come back from behind again. The Remontada Kings for real. The Remontada Kings. We've been saying this. I've been saying this, you know what I'm saying? We are the kings of Remontada. When we go behind, don't worry. Don't worry. We will come back. You understand me? We will come back. All right. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in again. For anybody who is not subbed up, please hit that sub button. Help us reach that 3,000 subscriber mark. I appreciate everybody who's been subbing to the channel. Thank y'all. Now let's get into this match review, please. Yes, Sirski. Now let's get into this thing. Let's go ahead and start with the starting lineup. Let's start with the starting lineup. 2 starts back to back. Listen. For Oviedo, we have in goal Escandal. We have in goal Escandal. 4 in the back. Very surprising. They've been playing, most teams, last couple teams we've been playing, they've been playing 5 in the back, man. 3 center backs, and it's been crazy. You know what I mean? But they went ahead and chose a 4 back line with the right back being Ahejado. Bro, that's a hard name to pronounce, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, bro. That's a hard name to pronounce, bro. How's that my fault, bro? How is that my fault, bro? Explain it to me. Anyways, right center back, Eric Bailly from Manchester United. Who remembers Eric Bailly from Manchester United? I don't care what this rating says, bro. This dude played phenomenal today. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But we're gonna get into it, okay? Left center back, Carmo. Left back, Al-Hassani, bro. Let's just take a look where this dude's from. Hold on. Let's just take a look, man. Let me move this out the way. Let's take a look at what this. He's from Niger? I saw that earlier during our stream, but I forgot. W Niger, bro. W Niger, bro. I was wondering where he was from. First time seeing this guy. I'm not gonna lie. But W, man, one of the standouts of the match as well. Don't even worry about that 5.9 rating, bro. We're going to get into it. They went with 4 in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Hassan. I'm going to say Hassan, you feel me? On the right mid, center mid or center defensive mid. Dendonker. All right. Left CDM with the goal. Reina. He scored that phenomenal goal today. Juan Garcia. Left mid, Chaira. And then they went with a Cam, Cazorla, and a striker, Salomon Rondon. That was Real Oviedo's starting lineup. And honestly, man, they put up a fight today. It wasn't an easy match. They defended really, really well. They didn't really do much on the attack, but they defended really, really, really well. Now, if I'm going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the best performers of this team, it's got to be Eric Bailly and Al-Hassani, man. Eric Bailly and Al-Hassani, because like I said, most of the things that they did well were really defensive. They didn't really have too much of the offense. We really had much of the ball. You know, it's Barca. We most likely always have most of the ball. But a mistake by Juan Garcia allowed them to score. They went 1-0 up. But besides that, I don't think they had any crazy chances, nothing else. It was just a mistake by Juan Garcia. So when I say that most of what they did well today, bro, it was just all defensive. That's why I think the standouts for Oviedo is Eric Bailly and Al-Hassani, right? Their center back Eric Bailly and their left back Al-Hassani played a phenomenal match today. Al-Hassani really locked Rafinha in a little bit. He tried, you know what I'm saying? But I really think he played well, Al-Hassani, man. And he did well against Marcus Rashford as well. He was kind of locked in. I'm not gonna lie. Eric Bailly was just he looked like he was in his prime. I mean, what do I know, bro? Maybe he's still in his prime. Who knows, bro? Let me see how old he is right quick, man. For real. Let me just see how old he is. He's 31, bro. I thought he'd be older. Nah, W. Matter of fact, bro, he's not. Matter of fact, he's literally just approaching his prime now. He's approaching his prime right now, bro. So it makes sense. He played phenomenal. Eric Bailly, and it was just a really defensive, solid effort by Real Oviedo. A shame they couldn't get nothing out of the match though. You know what I'm saying? We got all the 3 points. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Barca starting lineup. Juan Garcia in goal. Not his best day today, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna forget about that and we're gonna move on. It happens. It happens to the best of them. Even Neuer made those types of mistakes before. So Juan Garcia still, but he did make a mistake today. Left back, Gerard Martin. Left center back, Kubarsi, making an appearance today. Araujo with the goal. Today, Araujo got a goal, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, he finally gave us something to praise him for, but I still don't trust him in the Champions League. Let me not even get into it. Right back, Eric Garcia, also with a goal. 2 goals from our defensive players today, which just speaks volumes. I like me a goal-scoring defender. I'm not gonna lie. I like me a Ronald Koeman. I like me a Sergio Ramos. I like me a Virgil van Dijk. I like those types of players. Defensive, like you know, players who play defense, but they score. They know how to get that goal. And Eric Garcia, he's been bagging a few, man, lately. You know, he's been bagging a few lately. One of the standouts, of course, of the match today. Also with Ronald Araujo, of course. Ronald Araujo, he scored, but also defensively, he was solid, man. He made a couple clearances. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's bound to have a couple of insane, amazingly, you know what I'm saying, just top-notch matches. He will. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. His real problem is just the Champions League, really, and really in the latter stages, he panics. I don't know what's going on. We need to take him to a voodoo doctor or something. I'm sorry. In the midfield, we went with 2 CDMs, Pedri, Casado, just like the last game, Cam, Almo, you know what I'm saying? Right wing, Rafinha or right mid. Left wing or left mid, Marcus Rashford with the assist today. Beautifully done. Up top, Ferran Torres. Could not get the goal today, Ferran surprisingly did not score today. Phenomenal performance by the team in the second half. In the first half, it was really difficult to break through. Especially after the Juan Garcia mistake where he, you know, obviously you guys see the game. He came out too much. Like he came and then misplaced the pass. You know what I'm saying? He was low-key hanging, like he was hanging way outside his goal. And he made a mistake. He played a pass wrong and it ended up on Oviedo player's feet. He took a shot. That was Reina. And he made it. You know, after that, they locked the match. They decided to play park the bus style. Not surprising, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand why they do it. It's not nothing new. And they held strong for a while. They held strong for a while until the second half. With the first goal, where did the first goal come from? What minute did the first goal come from for us in the second half? Let's go ahead and take a look right here. Hold on. Well, am I blind right now? Here we go, bro. 1-1 from, it was Eric Garcia 1-1 at the 56th minute. So 56 minutes, not long after the first half, after the second half started, about 10, 11 minutes in, and we got the equalizer. Then Robert Lewandowski gets subbed in, minute 66. 4 minutes later, he gives us, you know what I'm saying, the lead. And it was an absolute phenomenal goal. The third goal came minute 88, of course, Ronald Araujo, assisted by Marcus Rashford. It was a corner. It was a corner kick. It was a beautiful one, I'm not gonna lie. But phenomenal goal by Robert Lewandowski today, guys. I really was impressed by that goal. Love technical goals like that, man. You guys think that type of header is easy? It's not easy. Coming from somebody who plays football, you know what I mean? That's a wonderful header, beautiful strike. Is Robert Lewandowski taking it personal that he's sitting the bench too long now? Like he's not starting anymore. Maybe it's because his age. I know he got injured and then he came back from injury, and ever since he just has not been able to capture that starting position. Is that Barca's way of kind of like letting him know, listen, man, it's about that time for you. I'm not gonna lie, you're still scoring, you're still doing this and doing that, but honestly, we're trying to look into the future and we're trying to capture a young talent like who? Like Julian Alvarez? I don't know, maybe. That's what I would like, guys. That's what I would like. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Julian Alvarez will be phenomenal in Barca. But as of right now, Robert Lewandowski's not taking that. He's not taking it. He's not taking it. He doesn't, you notice he came in hungry today. That goal was a beautiful one. And he was just in a really, really good form. Strong. He was able to hold the ball up, show his strength, you know what I'm saying? Show his technical ability as well. There was a ball that was tossed, that was passed to him, a lot pass, high pass, and he was able to bring it in between defenders and kind of keep possession, come back and kind of reset, and then apply more pressure. on Oviedo. You know, it was just a good goal. And you know, all jokes aside, Araujo had a phenomenal match today, guys. All jokes aside, you guys know how I feel about Araujo and the mistakes that he does. But today he was really solid. Not too much of the offside trap today, and I think that's his Achilles heel, the offside trap. He just doesn't seem to be as good as Inigo Martinez. We miss you, bro. We miss you, bro. We miss you. Not as well as Inigo Martinez and Kubarsi and them boys. They're really sick with the offside trap. Araujo, not so much. But when we don't rely on it that much, the offside trap, he defends wonderfully. Honestly, he defends wonderfully, and may he continue, because we're stuck with him. Let's just be honest, bro. We're stuck with him right now. So may he continue to perform well. And like I said, what scares me about him is the Champions League, and the Champions League in the latter stages, quarterfinals, semifinals, that type of shit. That's when he gets nervous. I feel like that's when he makes mistakes. But W's regardless. We're applying good pressure on Madrid. Madrid keeps on winning, and we keep on winning as well. We're right there, second place. We're just waiting for them to slip up. So far, they haven't. I mean, how can they, bro? When we've got Mbappe scoring goddamn 5-7 penalties already. 5 penalties, bro. He's already scored 5 penalties, 5 or 7 penalties. I don't know, bro, but it's a crazy number. They've been getting so many penalties. So as long as that stops, or he stops, or he starts missing them, at least, God, bro, there's not a goalkeeper out there that can make a penalty save for us. Sheesh. We need them to slip up. We need them to draw, or at least draw, you know what I'm saying? Or lose. Why not? I would love that. Either that, or we're going to have to settle this in the Clasico, boys. And we know, and you know we want that. And you know we're ready for that. That's when we really take control of the league. When those Clásicos come by, man. You guys know. All of Europe is scared of Madrid. But Madrid is scared of Barca, so it is what it is. W's in the chat. This was a good game. Looking forward to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Next game Sunday. I'm pretty sure Sunday, right? I don't wanna. Let me just double check because I'm a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Real Sociedad Sunday. Watch along will be on YouTube again. You know what I mean? And yes, this has been another watch along by your boy Omeo the Don. Yes, Omeo football. Y'all like that shit? All right. With that being said, that concludes the match review for this episode, for this, you know what I'm saying? For this game. W game. I'm gonna repeat it again. I really enjoyed this game because it wasn't like a blowout. Because when I seen the team, obviously, this is a team that's been promoted recently into the first division of the Spanish, you know what I mean, league, La Liga, and yeah, I thought it was gonna be a blowout. Honestly, man, like, before the game started, I was like, okay, maybe this might be one of those games where somebody might drop a hat-trick. Rafinha or Ferran Torres or somebody, you know what I'm saying, might go absolutely mad. But it didn't happen. We actually conceded, like I said, off of a Juan Garcia mistake right there. We're good. We're past it. He still made great saves, and that's the most important thing for us. We want a goalkeeper who can make saves, man. You can make a mistake. He came out of his line too much. He misplaced the pass, and it was an open net. Okay, no problem. But as far as the saves, you know what I'm saying? As far as making saves and really just not being a statue, you know what I mean? You guys know who I'm talking about, Ter Stegen. That's gonna make us very, very happy. Continue to make saves. Don't worry about the mistake. W match, you know, having to come from behind. Like I said, it was not boring. If it was a 4-5 goal blowout, it would have been a little bit boring, but that was not what happened tonight. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm really looking forward for the season to really like commence into, you know what I'm saying, the middle part. The part where if you make a mistake, if you draw, if you lose, it can be very, very costly. And we're gonna slowly approach that. We're still kind of in the beginning of the season. But like I said, man, I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm really, really excited. Let's look forward to the next match. FC Barcelona playing at home against Real Sociedad on Sunday. I will be doing a watch along for it, so watch out for that. And yes, thank you so much for watching. This has been another match review by Omeo the Don, Omeo Football, and I'm gonna see y'all boys and girls on the next one. But before I go, make sure you hit that sub button. Hit that like and sub button. Help me reach that 3K sub mark. I love y'all. See y'all on the next one.